the majority of men are suffering with low testosterone, even though it's normal. You know, you might have 400 testosterone, 300 testosterone is considered normal. Unless you're like 70 years old, that is not normal, my friend, because what doctors have been doing is they've been lowering the normal testosterone levels for the past 50 years based on the average, because it's based on the average man, not what is actually healthy. If you're, say, 18 to 30, realistically, you want to be sitting in the 600 plus nanograms, and that's minimum. That's not even like crazy good. Some guys, they'll be over 30 and they'll be close to or at 1,000 nanograms per deciliter. And it's where you want to be. You want to be as close to this number as you can possibly get. If you stop doing these things that are killing your testosterone, you can move yourself closer to this number or to this number, depending on where you're at currently. Number one, and the first problem that people have, is low fat diets. Fat is needed directly in the production of testosterone. If you're not giving your body the correct minerals and fuel that it needs to produce testosterone, you are going to obviously suffer with lower testosterone. You need to obviously eat monounsaturated fats, so MUFA fats, monounsaturated fatty acids, and then you want to get saturated fat. So you can get this from like nuts and like olives. You can get saturated fat from red meat and eggs. And you want to have a cholesterol target as well, right? And this is going to confuse a lot of people if you haven't watched the channel before and you haven't heard anyone or me speak about it. Is cholesterol is the precursor to testosterone. It is the building block. Your Leydig cells turn cholesterol into testosterone. Realistically, you can, obviously it depends on the individual. For me, I'm always getting over 1 gram a day, but you want to do 500 to 1.5 grams of cholesterol a day. Not 500 grams, obviously, 500 milligrams to 1.5 grams of cholesterol a day, because you're supplying your body, you're saturating enough cholesterol to give your body a good enough reason to produce testosterone. However, there's a nuance to this. You have to be a healthy individual, and this won't give you any problems. Eating cholesterol from red meat and eggs and animal organs is where you're going to get your cholesterol from. But if you drink loads of alcohol, you're very overweight, and you live a poor lifestyle, don't do this, because this is when it's going to give you a heart attack. It's not medical advice, but if you're healthy, it's not going to be something to worry about. If you're overweight, don't do that. Reduce your body fat percentage first. That is going to be the most important thing you can do before anything else, because there are so many problems with being overweight. Right, and that's what you need to know about fats. Honestly, if you just eat enough red meat, you eat enough eggs, you're going to have this covered. Number two, environmental toxins, endocrine disruptors, things that disrupt your endocrine system, which is the system that helps produce your hormones. We've got microplastics, which are found practically everywhere. These are impossible to avoid fully, but we can minimize them. Minimize the amount that you drink out of plastic bottles, plastic water bottles. Obviously, don't use like non-stick pans. Don't use like plastic cookware and spatulas and stuff like that. You want to, don't wear polyester, especially polyester underwear. Polyester is plastic, and our skin absorbs these chemicals. And if you're wearing polyester underwear, you're absorbing plastic right into your balls. It's not what you want. And don't drink tap water either. Doesn't matter where you live. I live in the UK. We've got very safe tap water, but it doesn't matter. There is still endocrine disruptors found in everyone's tap water. And then you've obviously got like, I don't know what the word is, care products like deodorants, shampoos, regular like body washes. These over time all disrupt our endocrine system. We need to minimize them. I've said it in many videos before, in case you're new to the channel. I use natural soaps. I have my own deodorant. It literally, that's like 3 months worth in there. It cost me like £10 to make. Just with like coconut oil and essential oils and some other stuff as well. But just cut out and minimize or switch to natural products to put on your body instead of covering yourself in loads of face washes and moisturizer. You don't need that. When you have a clean diet, your body will take care of all that. It will produce all of these things naturally to clean your hair, clean your face. And I find if I use shampoo, my hair gets absolutely fucked. It gets so oily. That's why I don't use it. I haven't used it for years. My hair is in the best condition that it could possibly be in. Number three is a massive one, is poor sleep. And this video should be coming out second. If you watch the video I released about 6 hours ago, I've just made a full guide on fixing your sleep because it's so important. But I'll just go over a few quick points on poor sleep. Is that if your timing of sleep is bad, you're going to miss prime hormone production windows. You're going to obviously have lower energy and stuff. You're going to, obviously your libido is going to take a hit, your sex drive as well. Poor sleep reduces your overall quality of life, and to me that is just a fact, because I've been the guy who is currently asleep before 9 p.m. I've been the guy who's awake at 3 a.m. Even getting 8 hours sleep both times, I can tell you for a fact now, life is much easier when you get really good sleep. Number 4 is you're chronically inside. You need to get out in nature. You need to get light in your eyes and on your skin, and you need to get sun on your bare skin. And you need to go out and walk for a few reasons. Stress, when stress is high, if you're under fluorescent lights all day, you're going to spike your cortisol. When cortisol's up, it puts a ceiling on testosterone. You need to obviously go out and walk to keep your body fat percentage low, to burn some extra calories. And most importantly, you need to get light in your eyes to align your circadian rhythm, which is going to help us get good sleep and keep our energy levels and our hormones in check. It's very important. Get light in your eyes 3 times a day. Once in the morning, once in the afternoon, maybe on a walk, and then go out in the evening for another walk as well. And that's going to be very beneficial for not only fat loss, but especially testosterone and your circadian rhythm. Number 5 is high stress. Stress is a underrated killer of people. It will literally kill you if you are chronically stressed. It will eventually give you a heart attack. It's probably second behind obesity, or maybe even on par, because stress causes cancer and you need to reduce it. And obviously I can just say reduce your stress, but here are some actual things you can do which will help you reduce your stress levels. Walking is going to help massively, especially out in nature with light or sun on your skin. Sleeping well and getting proper sleep is going to help reduce your stress levels. Meditation, or like certain breathing exercises you can do. Social media has to get reduced. Social media is pretty toxic to the mind most of the time if you're not getting fed the right content, which most people definitely aren't. Scrolling and blue light, especially late at night, it's not what you want at all. But if you can't reduce your stress, cortisol is up, it means testosterone is going to be down, or it's going to be capped. And say your cortisol is up here, your testosterone is not going to be able to get above this point. It caps it. If you're chronically stressed, you're most likely going to have chronically low testosterone. You're definitely not going to be extremely stressed with 1,000 nanograms deciliter testosterone. It's just not going to happen. You can do these things and it's going to majorly help your testosterone, or if you stop doing these things, sorry. But this is only a small part of a much larger system that you can fix and implement into your life. And it's what I teach guys inside of the High Testosterone Blueprint. You learn how you need to eat, certain habits you need to implement, certain ways to train to optimize for testosterone, because testosterone is our vitality and it is so important. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some value from it, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.